Hello, Angels. Earlier today, I dropped my review of the new LittleSimz album, Lotus, one that arrives at a very, very interesting point in the career of, frankly, one of the best rappers alive. After quickly rising as a critical darling within the hip-hop scene in the late 2010s, LittleSimz broke through in a massive way in 2021 with the record right behind me, the absolute masterpiece, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. Genuinely one of my favorite records of this decade. If you're a longtime fan, you'll know I gave this thing a 10. It was my album of the year it came out in 2021. I think it is brilliant, and she followed up the next year with another record, No Thank You, one that was slimmed down conceptually, but found a ton of intensity, ferocity, and focus in those more casual and playful stylings. LittleSimz is remarkable, a fantastic artist, but going into Lotus, there is one major storyline following her career, which is that the principal collaborator she has been making music with for years and years is not here. And they're not here because Simz is suing them for an unpaid loan, and in fact spends some of the most vulnerable and raw songs on Lotus kind of talking a lot of shit about him. And so that creates a little bit of an interesting dichotomy on this record, because at points, Simz is vicious, lethal, cutthroat in the ways that she has been when she has some shit to say. And those moments on the track genuinely work wonders. They are flawless. But there's another side to the record that is a little bit more willing to wander. And when it goes to places that are intimate and vulnerable, like the lead single Free or the pair of Sampha featuring tracks that close the record, you see a different side of Simz that is quite beautiful and vulnerable in a way that I like a lot and shows off her versatility really well. However, this album also has some weird diatribes and experiments that I'm not crazy about. I made my opinions pretty clear earlier this year on the second single, Young, which is Simz trying to do her version of Park Life by Blur, and it's funny, she gets a few jokes in, the satirical nature of the song is directed, but it is one of the hardest things that I have had to listen to this year, and it is not the only time on this record that Simz feels like she's either being run around by her singing contemporaries or just placed onto production that doesn't really make sense for her. All things considered, her talent alone is propelling this to be among the best rap albums that I've heard this year so far, but it is definitely a step down from her best work and from the upper echelon of the best material of 2025. Read my full review of the album right up here if you want to, and tell me in the comments what you thought of Lotus.